Most people never think twice about a plain old 25-cent coin, but what if I told you that a simple 1967 Washington quarter sitting in a drawer, a cup holder, or an old jar could actually be worth more money than most people make in a whole year? Imagine holding a quarter that looks normal but is secretly worth $45,000, or maybe $73,000, or in some incredible cases even close to $90,000. That kind of discovery is the kind that makes your heart pound and your hands shake, because finding one of these rare 1967-era quarters can feel like winning a treasure hunt you never knew you entered. And the best part is, these coins are still out there. People find them in pocket change, in old family boxes, inside coin rolls, or in collections purchased at garage sales. The thrill comes from knowing that you never know when the next life-changing quarter will show up in your hands. The story of the 1967 quarter is actually pretty wild. Back in the mid-1960s, the United States was going through a serious coin shortage. People were hoarding silver coins because silver prices kept rising, and because of that, the government had to make huge changes. In 1965, the mint stopped making silver quarters and switched to copper-nickel-clad coins, the same type we use today. But the problems didn't end there. To slow down coin collecting and to push more coins into circulation quickly, the mint removed all mint marks from 1965 through 1967. So quarters, dimes, and nickels had no D, P, or S on them at all. Everything looked the same, which makes 1967 coins especially interesting, because you can't tell where they were made. With billions of coins being created fast and under pressure, mistakes happened. Big ones. Rare ones. The kind of mint errors collectors get excited about. And when a rare error meets a high grade or a unique planchet, the value can explode into the tens of thousands of dollars. The most valuable 1967 error quarters are the ones struck on the wrong metal. Even though the mint had stopped making silver quarters in 1965, a few leftover silver blanks still existed, and sometimes one would slip through and accidentally get struck with 1967 quarter dies. These mistakes are extremely rare, and when they are found, the value can be shocking. A normal 1967 quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, but a silver planchet weighs around 6.25 grams. So if a quarter looks extra bright, sounds different when tapped, or weighs heavy, it could be one of those rare silver-struck errors. One of these can easily sell for $45,000 to $73,000, and in top shape, collectors are willing to pay even near $90,000. That's why people get so excited about checking their old change. It takes only one coin to change everything. Another rare and valuable type of 1967 quarter is one struck on a foreign planchet. The U.S. Mint made coins for other countries during this time, and sometimes foreign blanks got mixed in by accident. These planchets might be smaller, thinner, darker, lighter, or just plain weird. If you ever find a 1967 quarter that feels off, looks strange, or weighs wrong, it could be one of these. Some of these foreign planchet errors have sold for thousands, and the rarest combinations can pass $50,000. These coins are rare because most were used in circulation and went unnoticed. Only sharp-eyed people or lucky collectors spot them today. Then there are the dramatic striking errors. These are the coins that really catch your eye because the designs look doubled, stretched, smashed, or printed twice. A double strike or triple strike is when the coin is hit more than once by the press, leaving multiple images of George Washington's head or of the eagle on the back. When the strike is far off center or extremely dramatic, the value climbs higher. Some of these can reach $20,000, $30,000, or even over $40,000 if the error is huge and visually impressive. People love these because they look like something that should never have left the mint. Another interesting type is when the clad layer is missing. A 1967 quarter normally has layers of metal, copper in the middle and nickel on the outside. But sometimes one of those layers is missing, and the coin looks half copper or has a totally unusual color. These mistakes can sell for thousands as well, especially if they are clean and well preserved. Although they don't reach the $90,000 level, High-grade examples still bring $10,000 to $15,000 in some cases. The rarest and most unusual errors are the die cap or bottle cap errors. These happen when a coin sticks to the die and keeps pressing into the next coins, forming a tall cup shape that looks like a metal bottle cap. These are extremely rare, very dramatic, and highly wanted by serious collectors. A big, clean die cap error from 1967 can easily go into the $10,000 to $50,000 range, depending on size and condition. The exciting part is that anyone can look for these coins. You don't need fancy tools, and you don't need to be an expert. All you need is a good eye, a scale if you want to check weights, and a bit of curiosity. If a coin looks strange, sounds strange, or feels strange, it might be worth checking. A normal 1967 quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. Anything much higher or lower could mean an error. A bright silver color could mean a silver planchet. A weird shape could mean a striking error. And any coin with obvious doubling or misalignment is worth attention. If you find something unusual, it's important to get it checked by a professional coin grading service. A simple certification can turn a quarter from pocket change into a valuable collectible. The history of the 1967 quarter is tied to a time of rushing, shortages, mistakes, and change in U.S. coin making. All of that pressure created the perfect conditions for rare errors to slip through. Most of the coins made that year are totally normal, but the handful that went wrong are now worth incredible amounts of money. That's what makes searching through old quarters so exciting, you just never know. Somewhere out there, in someone's house, in a forgotten jar or a roll of coins, a rare 1967 error quarter is still waiting to be found. And one of those could be the one worth $45,000, or $73,000, or maybe even $90,000. So keep looking, keep checking, and keep searching, because your next quarter hunt might just turn into one of the biggest surprises of your life.